Hey everybody, Kevin and Robin here. What do you got going on?
We got lots of stuff going on. It's a pretty busy little Wednesday. University's been busy. Nice to have you back down here for a little bit anyways.
Yeah, a couple minutes. I'll be here for 4 minutes today or however long this is.
Yeah.
University's been incredibly busy. So much going on up there. So it's been super exciting doing lots of media tastings. It's been fun doing some wine tastings again because it's been a minute since I've been able to do that. So we're doing the socially distanced, responsible kind of wine tastings, but still really fun to crack open some wines and get tasting again. So it's been super fun. The university's been really well received. Neighbors love it. It's a really fun spot. People are digging the new beer program. We got the growler bar going. It's just such a fun room. We've got the video game up there now, so you can come play some Galaga.
I know.
Pac-Man.
Everybody who works here wants to be up there so they can play some video games.
I know. It's not really fair, is it?
It's not fair.
Yeah. It's such a cool location, and it's been really fun. So super exciting week up there. If you haven't been up there yet, definitely go check it out. It's worth just seeing the room. It's really beautiful. So parking's super easy. There's lots of street parking right now all the time. And then if you're coming up, it's just kind of right between the Children's Hospital and the Olympic Oval on University Ave. So it's basically the same road as you come off on Sarcee, or if you're going up on Crowchild, you just sort of go right in behind the Children's Hospital there, and then there's parking in behind. There's so much parking there, it's amazing.
There's also some free underground parking, correct? Right?
Yeah, free 2-hour underground anytime. You can kind of access Save On Foods and us, and then there's parking in behind our building. There's about 20 stalls back there that nobody knows about yet, so it's about as easy a place to park as you can think of. So come check it out. It's kind of hard to find on Google right now because the Google's not quite correct on the address yet, but we're working on that. But it's pretty easy to find once you get up there, same as the Save On Foods building. So come check it out. It's amazing.
I think it's one of the nicest liquor stores, wine shops I've ever been in. So
yeah, it is really beautiful. They did an amazing job, so we're excited. All right, let's talk wine.
Let's talk wine. We put out Katanga.
Right on.
So little frizzante, so kind of half spritzy, I always like to say.
Yeah.
So fun. I don't know, it's what, 10:30? If I have to drink wine at 10:30, this is the perfect thing.
Yeah, tough job. I think it's fun. I've never had frizzante outside of Italy before. It's always been kind of an Italian term for me. That's a common style of wine in Italy, just to put that little bit of prickle in the wines. This is a Spanish one. It's also organic, right?
Organic and vegan as well.
Here you go. It's ticking all the boxes.
It's a little blend of Arén and Sauvignon Blanc. So Arén used in brandy production, predominantly within Spain. But it just kind of balances out some of the aromatics and the acidity of the Sauvignon Blanc and just makes it really, really crushable and a little bit off dry. So you get that little kiss of sweetness to it too.
Yeah. What's the alcohol in that?
11.
So nice and low. You can drink that pre-noon for sure.
Exactly.
Which is a good thing because we started
That's your morning wine.
That's great. That'd be nice. I mean, there's just like a touch of sugar in it. It's really not like sugary or sweet. It's just kind of a nice little sweetness to it, which really makes it, I think, this is like the ultimate brunch wine, I think.
100%.
Yeah, if you're looking for something to mix up the mimosas or like Prosecco, this has a little more character than Prosecco maybe, and maybe not as like sweet and over the top as Moscato, so it's going to kind of be like right in between those styles. I like this a lot.
And the finish is really like soft and pretty on it too, so it doesn't leave that kind of residual sugar feeling in your mouth with that little bit of sweetness. It's just sort of like you were eating nice juicy peach.
It's really good. Nice work. I like that one. Got my new morning wine.
$19.95. Good way
price.
to start your day.
Yeah, and it's screw cap, right? Just crack it open. You don't have to do any hard work. It's all ready to go. Just pop it in the fridge. What do we got for a pack this week? Looks like the Heartland's out.
Heartland. So we did a little 4-pack, priced at 15% off. So $64.95 for the 4 bottles, which I think is pretty smoking good deal.
Great deal.
Heartland Wines, Ben Gleitzer, they kind of started their plantings in the late 90s. 2001 was their first vintage. And they put out just really, really solid wines all the time. Sometimes
we forget how good these are, right? Because we sell so much of them and they're such a popular wine, we just like don't go back and taste them enough.
Yeah.
Because I was blown away. I hadn't had the cab in a long time, and I popped a bottle a few weeks ago, and it tastes like a $30 cab. Like there's so much structure in it, there's so much power in it. It's just like you'd never get that out of. I don't mean to beat up on California, but there's no way you get that out of California for $20.
Yeah.
And if you like that more New World kind of style, like big, rich, ripe cab, I don't know if you can beat that. That's an amazing wine. And it's not a big like industrial wine, right? Like it's still made at sort of a human scale, which is nice.
I think my favorite one to talk about is the Sposa y Sposa.
And you
so,
say that?
meaning spouse in Italian, and they are two northern Italian grape varieties that they're doing in Australia, and they're doing them really, really well. So Dolcetto and Legrand together, just talking about the marriage of the two grapes. And I think that they really do well together too, like Dolcetto.
It's a weird blend, right? Because you wouldn't even see it in Italy, right? Like
Yeah.
in Italy, Dolcetto would be in Piedmont, and Legrand would be like further north.
Alto
and, like,
Adige.
Alto Adige.
Yeah.
So yeah, it's not a. It's like a weird blend even for Italy, let alone Australia. But it works.
It works really well. One kind of has higher tannin, lower acid, the other one the opposite, so they really do make that perfect marriage together and balance each other out. It's a favorite wine for sure.
Yeah, it's fun, right? Because I think it gives you like the Australian sensibilities, like the richness and the big like kind of presence of Aussie wines, but because these grape varieties don't have quite that big jammy component to them, you get some of those more spicy, kind of like lifted notes. So
Perfect wines for moving into fall and cooler weather too.
yeah, for sure. And it's a fun food wine.
Yeah.
I like this more on the table because there's a little more freshness and it's not like over the top heavy. So it'll work great with like burgers and barbecue and stuff. But you can have a little bit of fun with that. There's all kinds of things you can do. So
yeah.
Stickleback is still kicking along. You can't beat that.
Can't beat it.
$16.
Yeah.
Crazy deal. That is a crazy deal. And they got the Legrand and Dolcetto in there too. So it's kind of a wacky blend with Cab, Shiraz, Legrand, Dolcetto. But that's tasting that 17 vintage is tasting really good right now. I just tasted it. And then the Shiraz, which has just been, I don't know, our best-selling Shiraz for like 20 years. So you
For
can't
good
really say
reason. It
anything
is
bad about that.
always good.
Yeah, it's a new vintages, which is great. So that 18 Shiraz should be just in a wicked spot right now. So while you're trying to soak up those last little bits of summer and hitting the barbecue a little bit, these are perfect. And I would get a bottle of
This
that
is
for while you're like grilling up the food, and then hit these when the
once
food
more.
hits the table. So we got you covered this week. And if you can make it down to the university, we'd love to see you. I'll be up there all week. Come say hi.